Right, just going to do the second part of this Tyson Holyfield, the rematch, the famous rematch, infamous rematch. Again, man, I've got to get this fanboy shit out of the way. I don't want any comments, mate. No fanboy shit, or I will fucking... Well, you're not allowed. You're not allowed, mate. I forbid it. Like I say, massive fan of both men, mate, but 14 rounds and Tyson couldn't make a dent in the geezer, man. He clearly needed a way out of the fight. They used the headbutts as the excuse, and there's nothing more to it than that. The best referee on the planet was right in front of it, and he didn't call it a deliberate butt. So I'm not having it at all. Like I say, 14 rounds. Imagine this was no doubt the only fight Tyson ever went into with doubt in his mind, thinking, well, I had fucking 11 rounds last time and he battered me and I couldn't hurt the cunt. Tell me how the fuck that ain't on your mind. And then the first 3 rounds, it was going exactly the same way. He hit Holyfield hard in the 3rd round on the chin and he didn't fucking move. I don't blame him, in a way, for losing his temper, but he come out in round 3 without his gum shield. Now, I love Mike, man, but you got to say, mate, the guy... He wasn't afraid of Holyfield. He was just afraid of being knocked out again. It's fucking humiliating. And that was... He had to win that fight. He had to win. I love both guys, man, but it is what it is.
For only the 2nd time in his professional career, the fighter once thought unbeatable had suffered defeat.
Tyson wasn't in good shape, and he was believing his press clippings, I guess. And Holyfield proceeded to give him another beating.
As it turned out, Holyfield exposed Tyson, exposed the fact that he had gone way back as a fighter, and exposed the fact that he was basically a bully in the ring, and that if you stood up to him, that he would come apart.
On June 28, 1997, Tyson stepped into the ring with Evander Holyfield once again. It would be a day of infamy for boxing, and for Tyson as well. The uncontrolled demons which had followed him through most of his life would on this day slip between the ropes, creating one of the ugliest moments in boxing history.
Unbelievable.
I didn't know what I was...
I mean, Evander, he bit off a chunk of your fucking ear. How mad were you? What was going to be mine? Bat and bet. I wanted to bat the daylights out of here.
Then when I realized he bit his ears, it occurred to me that this was a guy who quit, who was looking to get out of a fight. Then I don't really think that was the case. I think he was frustrated. He realized he found someone he couldn't intimidate, he couldn't bully, he couldn't beat, and he just reacted in frustration.
I couldn't put it any better than that, mate.
Referee Mills Lane warned Tyson.
It's obvious. You think the bully is used to people like being scared and falling when he hits somebody. Holyfield didn't move, man, and hit him back. He was like, what? Coach, what about this shit here?
But seconds later, Tyson did the unthinkable again.
And
This time,
sorry, but that's it. He had a couple of minutes. They broke the fight up for at least 5 minutes. So if it was a spur of the moment act, then yeah. But he did it again. He did it again. And Mills Lane said, you do it one more time and you are out.
I think he understood he was losing the fight and was going to lose the fight because everything unfolded exactly as in the first fight, including a headbutt, including being muscled around. He understood that he wasn't going to win this fight, that Holyfield still had his number.
Yeah, I do think that's true, man. Definitely.
Wait for him to fail.
There's no other way to see it.
Some big punches that did not have any effect on Holyfield. I think a feeling deep inside himself that he was going to lose again, and he didn't want to get knocked out. So this was an exit out of the fight without getting knocked.
That's exactly the point, man. You could see even when they squared up, Tyson would not look in Holyfield's eyes, mate. He thought, how am I going to win this shit? I can see it, mate. Even Mike Tyson, anyone. When you've got 11 rounds, mate, and you don't hurt the geezer, and you know he can hurt you, how the fuck are you going to go into that rematch, mate, mentally?